Kia ora everyone, Lewis here with a brief look at the weather around Aotearoa. Starting off today, Monday, we can see through the rest of the day, it's really defined by this low pressure here with these troughs bringing that instability across the North Island, which we'll see some showers, some potentially heavy showers through the rest of Monday. But down around the South Island, we're seeing quite a southwesterly flow starting to set up. That is keeping most of the weather away from the South Island. There is a few showers skirting across the eastern coasts. And as we click forward to tonight, we can see cold air spreading up the South Island, which is going to bring that potential for some snowfall about those higher alpine passes. Hence, there are road snowfall warnings in force for Lewis Pass and Porters Pass. And we're just thinking a few snow flurries this afternoon and evening. Could see around 1 to 2 centimetres accumulate about the summit of those two roads. So something to be wary of if you were planning to be travelling across those passes through the latter parts of today, being Monday. And as we head through the night into Tuesday, really holding on to this general southwesterly flow, that is going to see some quite blustery winds around those northern parts and maybe even that southeastern tip of the South Island. And what that's going to do in terms of temperature, keep it quite warm, or warmer I should say, in those far northern areas. That wind, that cloud moving past is going to allow those temperatures not to drop off as much as we might see around these parts of the South Island, especially inland parts of the South Island. And it's not unusual to see these frosts at this time of the year, that they have had quite a cold run, and we're seeing those -2s being forecast. There will be colder places where that cold air pulls. The temperatures do manage to stay a little bit warmer around Dunedin thanks to those southwesterly winds whipping past the coast. And as we head up the coast, still seeing those cooler temperatures, a little bit cooler around the likes of Timaru. Christchurch might just see a little bit of that wind, keeping that temperature up just a touch. Wellington seeing a wee southerly wind, but those central parts heading from the west coast to the east coast of the North Island will likely see some frosty starts around on Tuesday. And as we head through Tuesday, it is really dominated by the southwesterly flow. We can see this fast-moving front bringing some rain, but not until very late in the day to those northern parts of the North Island. But generally, in this sort of southwesterly flow, we will see quite clear conditions spreading across the South Island on Tuesday. North Island will be a little bit more cloudier in those places that will see those southwesterlies, but it does look like parts around the Bay of Plenty will be in for a clearer day on Tuesday. So here we are in the morning, some showers passing across the likes of Auckland and Northland, and then it will be clearing out through the majority of the day before that next band of rain makes it in the evening. But really looking across the rest of the island, there's not too much in the way of wet weather. And even that wind being that southwest direction will be quite sheltered through most of the North Island. We'll just kind of be skirting across that Wairarapa coast. And as we look at the temperatures, really not too much in the way of a spread, which we would expect with the amount of wind around in the far northern areas, keeping a sort of a cap on those temperatures, getting into the mid-teens, Wellington around that 11-degree mark. But again, it will be another overnight frost as we head Tuesday into Wednesday, especially around that central plateau area, seeing the mercury get down to about that 1-degree mark. There is that chance for frosts around the likes of Hawke's Bay, even into parts of Gisborne, those more sheltered areas. And as we head into Wednesday, that likelihood of frost in the morning is definitely there across the North Island. Taking a look at the South Island on Tuesday, it is really that southwesterly direction that's going to mean that most of the wet weather will stay out to the east, and also that rain skirting about the west. So it is actually going to be quite clear through most of the South Island. There will be some cloud build-ups, maybe even some passing showers in those southern areas, Southland into parts of central Otago, and skirting around the coast of Dunedin. Most of Christchurch will miss out on showers on Tuesday, just really hitting the Banks Peninsula. And taking a look at those temperatures, a pretty even spread again, just mainly making it into those low double digits. It does look like it will be a little bit cooler there around Mount Cook, but again it is going to be another frosty night as we do have high pressure moving in. Just taking a quick look at Wednesday now. So that southwesterlies will be easing off as we move through Wednesday, and you can see high pressure out in the Tasman Sea, which will be making its way onshore, which will bring more settled conditions around the country through the middle of the week. That's all from me. For more information, head to metservice.com.